Hello everybody, we are back in the bath. No water in it this time, just me as a functioning bath member. So today, as announced rather optimistically early in the week, Teresa May threw in the towel. So Teresa May resigns with something regret over Brexit. She gave a pretty short little speech outside Downing Street and was kind of cut up with emotion by the end of it. It did seem like the poor robot had tried her best. And you did have a sort of a touch of sympathy for her in a pretty difficult position. But nonetheless, no more Teresa. Just to be replaced by someone probably even worse, e.g. Boris Johnson, who, I mean, Theresa May was stubborn, but Boris Johnson's a self-interested populist like Trump, so I think that could unleash a whole new world of pain. And whether Labour and Corbyn are ready to get into power, God only knows. We won't be political today, even though we're always political, because we just don't know, do we? And well, I mean, it's not too cheery, is it, as a topic? Because there's no immediate solution for anyone. No Superman's going to come down and make everything better. Unlike this sheep, which headbutted an officer in Lancaster. If you Google this video, sheep headbutts police officer, it literally does. Poor thing. A bear-sized ewe, which I think means it's a male sheep. Anyway, rather amusing as videos go. Goth is not a teenage phase, it's a passion for the dark and the beautiful. True, I think. It's interesting, sort of, yeah, these people who are into gothic things in their teens and just keep on going with it as a way of life. I'm not sure what the goth diet is. I'm not sure if it adheres to veganism or cannibalism. Maybe more cannibalism. I'm not sure. This is quite interesting. Stop it. Japanese women turn to app to stop groping on trains. So this app apparently is a public service app that's been downloaded like 250,000 times because of the scale of the problem, which is sort of fascinating, really. And imagine if it was a problem in the UK. Can't imagine it would stand. Well, I suppose if it's so overwhelming the amount of people involved with it, then what choice have you got but to try and do something to alleviate the issues? Speaking of alleviating the issues, but actually making the situation a hell of a lot prettier. Oh, can you see any of this? So, in Turkey, people at a pride parade were attacked with water cannons, and the result was making a beautiful rainbow, which is probably a funny, unintentional byproduct, which is, as images go, pretty striking with this karma rainbow. Karma rainbow indeed. This feels like old news now, but old Farage with his milkshake. Quite interesting how a milkshake can be just used as an amazing weapon of upset and causing annoyance to those that cause annoyance to many. So long live milkshaking and long live Faraging. Alright, this is great. Farmer names cow after Lewis Capaldi after spotting Scott's face on its side. You can't see it. Maybe if I move. I can't move though, so you can't see this cow. You can see a little bit of it. Lewis Capaldi, the sort of Scottish chap that's popped up with a great set of lungs on him. Quite like to live here with the light coming in and during the mornings. Pretty good idea. What else have we got? This is interesting. Woke washing, how brands are cashing in on culture wars. This is basically saying how brands are jumping on the LGBT bandwagon in order to gain, which I think if you think about this idea and then next time you see a major brand doing something LGBT related, just think about it from the different angles of gain and not just because they want to be seen as a voice of liberation. They also want your money. Right, this week I've been concluding a painting, nearly. We'll have to see how it dries, but it's of a woman I met on the pier in Santa Monica. And she was very sweet, and we spoke for a couple of minutes, and I took a photo. And I will, when I've got proper photos up of the piece of work, I'll tell you a bit more about my meeting with her. But until then, have a lovely bank holiday weekend. I'm trying to recover from a bad foot. Ta-da! And I'm going to speak to you all soon.